And welcome back to the Mountain Morning Show. It's Tuesdays. What does that mean? It means it's a horrible day of the week, one, but it's a better day of the week because we talk about traveling. It's Travel Tip Tuesdays with Troy, my favorite day, because I do like this guy. I don't even know who you are anymore. I mean, you're all snazzy and you're orange and your new hair and just, you're a new man. You look great.
I got to get ready for the TV. I'm becoming a star.
I know, aren't you? Take me with you when you're famous, okay?
All
but
right.
You're with VacationRoost.
Yes.
Great way to plan your vacation, whether it's simplest of things to help me find a flight, help me find a hotel, or plan my entire vacation. And we're going to talk about ways to make your vacation more special.
There are things that you can do. Sometimes you go to a restaurant and you go, you know what? I want the appetizer. I'm going to have dessert this time. Costs a little bit more. Sometimes it doesn't cost much more at all. If you go to Applebee's and get their, couples platter and that comes with everything, sometimes it's not more. Same thing is true with travel. Sometimes you pay a little bit more, but it's so much more rewarding. Sometimes you don't even have to pay a lot more. It matters. It requires you to do a little bit of investigating, or to talk to your travel professional and have them do a little bit of investigating.
Yeah, absolutely.
We've talked before about airlines, and some airlines are charging for luggage right now, and some are not. Some airlines are now charging for carry-ons.
I know. What's the deal? I'm a little angry, Troy, because all I do is take a carry-on. I'm the one who was brilliant years ago, and now everybody's caught up. They're all doing carry-ons, and now my bag gets put onto the plane, and then I have to go to baggage claim. What's the deal, people? Come on.
So, like with the Southwest, you don't pay for luggage, but sometimes they cost a little bit more. So if you're paying $30 more for the Southwest flight than the Delta flight, and with Delta you do have to pay for the luggage, but you can also get a discount on that if you check in online. You get your pre-assigned seat assignments, things like that. They kind of even themselves out.
Right. I think a lot of things, though, can go along with making your vacation more special. For one, I just got back, last week from my vacation. Friends for me is what made my vacation special. It was a girls' trip. So when we're on girls' trip, we know we're going to have a good time. We don't need a lot of entertainment. We don't need, give us a pool, give us some good food, some pina coladas at the pool, and we're pretty happy.
Sure.
But you go somewhere else that maybe you do need to do more investigating, or maybe you have saved up your money, and like you said, pay a little extra for that one dinner, and it's going to be really special and something memorable.
Exactly. You don't remember every time you go to, I'm sure I'll get in trouble for this, but you don't remember every time you go to McDonald's. But you might remember every time you have a really good steak and lobster dinner with somebody that's important to you. And in a trip, sometimes, just a quick trip to Vegas, you might not remember, but there's things that you can do.
You might not remember your trip to Vegas? Why is that?
Because maybe you go there 20 times a year. We'll talk about Vegas in another trip.
I'm just curious why you might not remember, but what are some of the ways to make
and things that stay in Vegas, we just don't talk about.
We just don't talk about. That's why we just let it go.
There's other things, like let's say you're doing a trip to Europe. Spend a little bit of money and get noise-reducing headphones.
That's actually not a bad idea.
Makes the entire trip a lot more enjoyable, and you have them for later on.
It's actually not a bad idea.
For the movies, for if you go on a flight, investigate flights. Maybe you're taking your laptop and the laptop is loaded with movies, or it's loaded with your own music, or you're taking your CDs to play in the laptop. Then you want an airline that has a plug-in for your laptop. Do these kind of checking things ahead of time. I didn't used to do that. I went on the plane with a laptop. I went on the plane with a little portable DVD player. Right. An hour and a half into it,
you're bored.
Mostly because the laptop device, the battery went dead. Yeah. So it was like, I missed the last 10 minutes of my movie. So do the research, especially like for where you're going to stay. Maybe you spend an extra $10 to stay on the Strip versus off the Strip. Maybe you spend an extra $20. Right. Or maybe if you have to get 4 hotel rooms for your family, you compare that with a home, much more comfortable stay, and you get a savings.
But here's my thing. You say do the research. You tell me to do research on a vacation. I don't like to do it so much. I'm lazy when it comes to traveling. I love it. I absolutely love it, but I want it to be very accessible, very easy. So that's where these guys come in handy. Troy Flag.
Sometimes you need to talk to a professional.
Absolutely.
And maybe, again, sometimes because professionals do charge fees. If you go to the dentist, if you go get your hair cut by a professional, you're going to pay for the services.
But that's what's going to make the trip more special is the fact that it was so leisurely for you. You get on the plane, you get there, you arrive, everything's done for you. You have either your maxed out itinerary or your itinerary that says, wake up, go to the pool. Great. You guys have done the research
All the
for me and I
legwork is
haven't
done.
had to do it. Which
Right.
the legwork of a vacation absolutely drives me crazy, especially if you're talking somewhere like Europe, where there are a million trillion things to do,
That's
and
right.
you're going to be completely overwhelmed. You know, go to somewhere by the pool, it's pretty easy to just sit there.
Yes.
But that's where you guys really come in, and I think that's the biggest thing that's going to make a vacation special.
Well, and even on a pool, you want to make sure you're staying at a place where the pool isn't
Decent.
closed for repair or the pool doesn't suck.
Or
you
like
know?
the fact that you could have told me that my pool was going to be a mob of children with a Nickelodeon weekend because it was Easter and I didn't do my research, so there was 50 million children all
That's right.
around me screaming, "Mommy!"
Was that, you had to have an extra couple of pina coladas for that, didn't you?
it was okay. I got through it, but had I done my research, I would have known. Oh, this is a Nickelodeon-friendly hotel where a million kids are going to be out. I keep using million and trillion, but seriously, there were a million kids there this weekend. A million.
Yeah. So you want to do the planning, or either you need to do the research or you need to talk to a professional. Give us a call at VacationRoost.
Go to your website as well.
Absolutely. www.vacationroost.com. Give us a call at 888-33-ROOST. We'll take care of you.
They will. They absolutely will take care of you from your simplest of vacation to your most extravagant vacation. Troy's just one of the guys who've got a team full of people, and they're very on top of it. When I was looking at a Cabo vacation, which I didn't end up taking, but I went to Palm Springs
yet.
instead. Not yet, that is. But, you know, I got an email within hours from Kurt, and he had options from here's your cheapest price up to your most extravagant. You guys really do take care of your people, and so I can say that firsthand. But great place to go to, VacationRoost.com. You can find your beach vacation, ski vacation. There's pictures. We love pictures. That always sells the place a lot better. So every Tuesday you can tune into the Mountain Morning Show. We give you great tips, and Troy's just a lot of fun. We always end up laughing.
Yes,
so I
we
hate
do.
Tuesdays. I hated them until today, or until we started this.
Yes.
So it's a much better day now. Troy, good to see you, and we'll see you next time.
Nice to see you too. Take care.
And we'll be back on the Mountain Morning Show with lots more coming up. Stay tuned.